All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me today. A requested follow-up video to the cover crops that we seeded with the strip till machine. Guys have asked, like, what's it look like? How's it going? And so you got to remember that in my territory, after September 1st, anything you put in the ground, you're going into winter. Like, you're not going to come out here and see this knee-high hay field. Like, you'll see a green fuzz of a hay field to go into winter with. Because at this point, most plants are just going to focus on root and energy storage to survive the winter. So what the experiment is going on is, one, can we use the strip till machine to seed cover crops? Two, can we actually get biostripping to work? And three, can we cover crop at a greatly reduced expense per acre and still get a value or a viable function of a cover crop? And so what I mean by that is the same thing with our herbicide or our fertilizer. Just like we strip till fertilizer, so we're only doing 10 inches of the field instead of 30 inches. So, 30 pounds in strip is the same as 90 pounds across the field on broadcast. So can we do that with the cover crop? Can we put, 10 pounds in the strip instead of 30 or 40 pounds across the entire field? I know it's a little counterproductive because our goal would be to do the whole field, but things aren't cheap, things are expensive, and so can we just kind of focus on where we need to focus and just kind of go into this a little at a time and slowly. So I'll spin you around. There is some growth going on. You can see the little clovers just kind of scattered throughout the strip. There's some volunteer wheat, so there is growth there. That's kind of what I expected it to be like. Now I expect next spring to be, good morning, Boris Johnson. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. God, if that isn't a serial killer haircut right there, I don't know what is. It puts lotion on its skin. Now the goal next spring is that I come out here and we just see dark green strips. That would be very satisfying and like, yay, something actually worked for me. But yeah, so I don't know. The cover cropping, I got to make a bunch of videos on the cover cropping because there's such a larger conversation. Because like for me, I want to move past the point of just throwing cover crops late into beans just for a little bit of green fuzz. I want to tweak them cover crops so them cover crops can come back next spring. The species that we pick, they can come back next spring and either be a cash crop or actually produce something, actually do something, whether it's a hay or a green manure mix or something. They need to go to that next level of production for me. Because we've really fixed our wind and water erosion problem, and with the strip till and the cover crops, we're really managing our water and our water movement across our runoff water. But now we need to take our cover crops to the next phase and start working on soil building and fertility building and things like that. And so then will be other videos, but yeah, because I think there's just too much conversation to have in this video. But so there we go. There's what the goal of this was. That's what it looks like right now. Guys, I got to get back to the combine.